Hey guys, today we are going to talk about the incoming LR Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta for Global Dokkan. The banner should be going live, I think today. This video is going up on December 3rd, and this announcement for the Dokkan Fest came out on the 1st at night, and typically they do wait 2 days in between the announcement and when the banner actually goes live. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be today. And we'll have the celebration info tonight at reset, all the typical stuff that happens. This was the Tanabata celebration for JP, which is it's actually like a very major celebration that they have over there. So this is one of the more hype units to come out throughout the year. And in this video, I do want to sort of discuss the banner and the unit themselves. And off of that information, we can talk about whether or not I personally recommend that you guys summon on this banner or skip the banner. So before we get into things, 2 disclaimers I just want to make clear very quickly here is, number one, if you love the unit, if they're one of your favorite units in the game, no matter what my opinion end up being for the unit or the banner, then yeah, summon. If you like the unit, it's completely your choice, so don't listen to what I have to say, but I don't know, I'm just giving recommendations. And then disclaimer number 2, ever since Global Dokkan pulled that shenanigan thing that they did with the physical Beerus banner, where they replaced the STR cooler with Blue Kaioken Goku, I sort of shied away from doing videos like this because it's become increasingly harder to actually predict what's going to happen on Global Dokkan. So for this video in particular, we're going to have the banner pulled up here, and I'm going to assume, again, this is a big disclaimer, that the global banner is exactly the same as the JP banner. So we can also discuss, what units might we see that end up being switched out of the banner, and who might return instead of certain units on here. So we will first take a look at the banner here, and the banner itself is a typical Dokkan Fest LR banner that has 10 featured units on it. So for regular Dokkan Fest banners, we typically see 7 featured units. So there being 10 on here is rather annoying if you want to go for one unit in particular. Obviously most people are going to be summoning for the new unit, but it has 2 LRs on here, Gohan and Goten, and then the LR Goku and Vegeta as well. So there are at least 2 chances to get an LR. The reason why 10 is a lot worse than 7 is because if the game decides you're going to get a featured unit on the banner, among those featured units, you then have a 1 out of 10 chance of getting the one you want, as opposed to a 1 out of 7 if there were the regular 7 featured units on the banner. So going through the banner quickly, we have a new Krillin from the Tournament of Power, which is pretty cool because Krillin doesn't really have a lot of representation in the game, so it's nice to always see him getting more love from the game there. The new unit, Blue Goku and Vegeta, we'll take a look at them in a second. We have physical Beerus, we have Gohan and Goten, we have the transforming Vegeta, please just stay away from me. We have transforming Goku, we have Evolution Blue Vegeta, who's also been in a lot of banners. We have STR Jiren, we have Int UI Goku, UI Omen Goku. Then we have the Int Angel Golden Frieza, and that is it. So a lot of Tournament of Power stuff, a lot of Dragon Ball Super specific stuff like Krillin and Beerus. And then we have these transforming units, which I don't like at all. So that is the banner that JP got. In terms of the unit themselves, shout out to the Dokkan Wiki for providing the information. Here it is if you want to take a look. I'm not going to go through everything, but they do introduce a new category, the Desperate Struggle category. This is, again, a translation that we gave the category. So the actual name might be different once the tweet goes live. I'm recording this before they do any official tweets about the actual unit coming out. But the category is a little bit this is one of those iffy categories where it's like, it's okay, but it's one of those subjective categories that doesn't really have a solid foundation right now. It's runnable. I mean, you could run a double Goku and Vegeta lead. Right now, they're the only leader of the category here. But there is obviously much better categories to run. And these guys as leaders, it's tough to make it work because they require so much support that I don't know. I'd much rather use them as a secondary unit, like on the team, rather than a leader. But that's my opinion on them. Very, 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 very good unit, though. I think they actually are a little underrated, honestly. In when you look at a lot of people's thoughts on which units are the best units in the game, I think these guys, honestly, on my list, they would be up there, close to the top of my list. So they are very, very good. But JP Dokkan has had a lot of very hype units come out, especially, these guys came out and then we pretty much instantly jumped into the worldwide download celebration. So you know, they got a little bit overshadowed there, but they're very, very good. So the banner itself, if you look at the banner, and assuming that the banner is going to be the same exact banner on Global as it was on JP, I would actually recommend that people skip this banner. It's a little bit of a weird take because on JP this banner was 3+1, so you get you do 3 multis, you get 1 for free. And on Global, it's possible they'd end up giving out tickets for this banner too, but I'm not sure if they would do that or not. Back when Gohan and Goten came out, their banner also had a 3+1 on it and no tickets, but they were also a Global first. So we'll have to see whether or not this banner does have tickets. I think there's a decent chance that it does. And if it doesn't, I think there's at least going to be some kind of Pilaf's Trove ticket pack where you can, you know, buy a premium ticket and you get like a guaranteed featured unit or whatever the pack ends up being. But this is a decent value banner for looking at the feature, like for just summoning on it. So again, 3 multis and you get a free one, or 3 multis and you get a free multi. And then if they end up doing tickets, assuming it works the same way as like the typical dual Dokkan Fest, like the one we just had with Gotenks and Boo, you'll do 1 multi, you'll get 3 free tickets for, you know, extra summons on the banner. So I don't think even with that stuff in there, it's really worth it, assuming it's the same banner. The one question mark that I have with this banner is this slot right here, Beerus. Beerus has come back for, where is the banner? This, wait, no, not this one. Is that this one? No, this one. Okay, yeah, the Ultimate Gohan banner, the Tech Ultimate Gohan banner. This banner came out, like, not that long ago. Like, it was only a little bit over a month ago, and Beerus is on here. Beerus, I don't think was on this banner on JP. Let me just see if I can pull that banner up on JP, but I don't think he was on there. Yeah, it was Bardock instead. So Beerus was not on that banner on JP. So this makes me a little bit suspicious that Beerus might actually not return for this banner. Instead, we might end up seeing Kefla, because I don't think Kefla has returned on Global, if I'm not wrong. Kefla has returned once on JP, like she just came back. But I think they could put Kefla in place of Beerus here. It's hard to say if that's going to increase or decrease the value of the banner. It just depends on what you like personally, what your box looks like, but that's something that I could see them doing for sure. That doesn't really change my opinion of whether or not you should summon on this banner or not. And the reason why I'm saying I don't really recommend it is by taking a look at the other banners that are coming up on Global in the future. So here's the JP timeline, right? We have the Tanabata actual banner that's going to bring back the Blue Fusions for the first time, the 5-year anniversary units. Then we have LR Jiren. Please, for the love of God, don't summon on this banner. It's really bad. Again, I'm assuming everything's the same as JP. It's just one of these typical, you know, LR banners that's not worth it if you're a free-to-play player or a light spender. Then we get into sort of more practical banners to summon on, you know, moving past the worldwide celebration. This one in particular, for me, is really good. The Frieza banner, and I'm saying this not from a position of bias, even though I obviously am biased, but this banner is very good. I mean, you have Frieza, you have Beerus, Blue Kaioken Goku, Cooler, Namek Goku. Transforming Frieza's been a lot of banners, but still a decent unit, and then Angel Golden Frieza, probably the worst unit on this banner, but still not a bad unit. So all 7 featured SSRs, they're all Dokkan Fest, and they're all very good. Especially when you make the cutoff like right here. Like these 4 are like exceptionally good. And very rarely do you see 4 like top tier Dokkan Fest units on a banner all featured together. So I would think saving your stones to summon on this banner is better value than if you just summoned on the Blue Goku and Vegeta banner. But keep in mind, this banner does not have the 3+1, whereas this banner should have the 3+1 on it. So that is one thing to keep in mind. And by the way, this banner should be the next Dokkan Fest that comes after this for Global. Unless Global gets a Global first, but I don't think it's going to happen. It should be this one that's after that. So probably like January. This is when we'll see the Frieza banner drop for Global. After that, we're going to get this one. Again, it's a typical legendary summon. Just skip that. What else we got? Then the hero stuff, and then Bojack's banner, which literally just dropped on JP only a few days ago. It dropped like literally like 2 days ago. But here we go. Bojack's banner is a pretty good banner, actually. I mean, Featured Gohan's good. Android 13's good. Bardock's really good. Gohan's obviously really good, and Bojack's really good. So a really good banner. Really, really good banner. So even Bojack's banner, I would say, is probably a better value banner than this one, just based on the units that are on it. So that's pretty much all we have to look forward to based off of the timeline that we have on JP. But again, it's become increasingly harder to really map out and plan what you want to do on Global, because Global does change things up quite a bit these days. But, you know, we'll see Bojack's banner probably drop, I don't know, somewhere like mid-February, maybe even March-ish. So it's the next 3 months or so are planned out for us if we look at like what we have coming for Global and what's historically been out on JP, like these LR banners, Dokkan Fest, stuff like that. So that's when I expect to see that, and I think out of all of the Dokkan Fests and LR banners that are coming out, this is probably like the least prioritized Dokkan Fest that you should be looking forward to, just completely based on the units that are featured on here. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this banner, so my recommendation is to skip if you are a free-to-play player or a light spender. But the 3+1 is nice, yeah, for sure. Just, I don't know, because if you summon this banner and you get like a Hercule riding Boo animation, and then you get excited, and then you find out that you pulled this guy, like, are you going to be happy? I don't know. It's up to you, but I don't really think this guy's very high on my list for units that I would want to see if I was a free-to-play player. But this unit is very, very cool, and obviously they're a hype character. You know, Evolution Blue Vegeta and Blue Kaioken Goku, they're like the pinnacle of hype in the Tournament of Power, except for like maybe 1 or 2 characters like UI Goku and Jiren. But that is pretty much all I have to say about this. Let me know down below if you're excited for the banner. I will be summoning on them, obviously, or for them. Maybe some collabs planned as well. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next one.